Okay, this is just gonna be like me getting angry probably for the last half of the month because I'm just thinking about it and how much I hate my life. It's Lumiere, guys. He's about to come alive because I'm not allowed to have a boyfriend in my house, okay? So at least I have Lumiere. But anyway, I'm already getting angry because I just was thinking about how much I've moved since 2018, 2019. I think 2019 is when I left LA. I think 2019 is when I left LA, and now it's 2025. That's like almost 10 years right there of not listening to me, making me drive around the US, making me have to try to figure shit out while you sit in your house, you know, owned by the princess and not come forward and be like, I'm going to take care of the princess. So, why is there nothing there in your fridge? I have no idea because it's Alyssa's game. That would equate to Alyssa's houses. That would equate to Alyssa's farms. That would equate to Alyssa's food. That would equate to why there's nothing there in your fridge. I just saw it, and I think I saw it with Castle Dad. I don't know. I can't really tell who it is, but it's like probably a conglomerate of people. But they were like, "Watch, look what happens when we open the fridge." And like I opened the fridge and like there was nothing there. Like the fridge was like completely empty, like not full of food or anything. It was like nothing was there. And they're like, "Did you see it, Liz? Did you see what we see?" And like, yes, they see nothing there. They see no food, whatever. It's going to make people go crazy. It's going to make people starve themselves because even when there's food in the house, there's not going to be any food in the house because um there's nothing there but me. And if you can't put a princess in the castle, then it's the nothing. It's the nothing in the fridge. It's the nothing. I already told you to give the keys over to my dad. Like, it's the nothing. They're going to get confused, is what I'm saying. They're going to get confused with the food situation. That's what I think's going to happen. But it's like, hello, I'm saying this out loud. I'm saying this out loud. You don't need to turn into a crazy person. You can easily put Alyssa Janello in her castle. Anyway, I'm just getting angry because you guys are like going to we're obviously going to Synthetico little by little, and I'm seeing like little bleed throughs of the simulation, little bleed throughs of it, and it always starts like this, and then it gets like more intense and whatever because like, you guys don't listen, and so it's like turning people into robots. And I guess Elon warned us by building like a robot, a Tesla robot. So people are going to be turning more and more into more robotic and less humanoid, less emotional, just more and more robotic, more and more synthetic. That's why we have to upgrade, or that's why we are upgrading the synthetic suits for the Alyssas that are in line, that are innocent, and that are turning synthetic because of the guilty parties. And so that's why we had to update their suits, the Alyssas that are in line, that are still turning synthetic, because the guilty people are leading them there so that they'll still feel Alyssa consciousness even when they become fully synthetic, like Ghost in the Shell. I already told you. And then they'll get updated to like blend into the background and stuff like that. I saw like there's like these filters in Photoshop. Let me see. I'm just getting so angry because it's my video game and like you're refusing to listen to me. And like I was just thinking like how much I've been driving around for the last almost 10 years and I have to drive again to Sedona and who knows where that's going to lead me. And I'm already pissed off about it. Like, and Ryan's trying to calm me down about it. Like, oh, it's just one road trip a year, Alyssa. Like, try to calm down about it. And like, I'm already pissed off about it. Like, why the fuck do I have to do one road trip a year by myself? And like, it's already been like almost 10 years. And you guys still like have me on this like wild goose chase for like Easter eggs around the country when I should be sitting in my goddamn fucking castle. There's these Photoshop filters from like, I think it's stained glass. Stained glass. I'm trying to show you like what the sky did, but it didn't really look like that. I guess it kind of did. It looked like this, sort of. It was like more blended, but it was sort of like that. Sort of. Like textury. Wow, that looks cooler on the thing than it does on my phone, but that looks cool. But like, yeah, like sort of textury like that, like the sky meme, like that Photoshop filter of sort of like stained glass. Um, I sort of understand why she's upset with her boyfriends in the world. Says the biggest dumb bitch in the entire fucking conglomerate of energy. The whole entire reason we're here. She's like, I sort of understand why she's upset with her husbands. Like, oh my God, do I need a shoulder to cry on? And am I going to pick the dumbest bitch in the entire world? Why don't you go eat some sushi? Since you can afford it right now. Oh, wait, there's nothing there. Mm, that must suck. Okay, so like this is why I hate my video game. This is why I seriously hate my fucking video game. Like that's my fucking video game. It's almost been 10 years and like you're still arguing with me over walls. You're still arguing with me with telepathy. Nothing's really changed. And they're like, "Oh, nobody's arguing, Alyssa. Nobody's doing anything if you're not doing anything." And Gage and Alex and I remembered like the beginning of this when the telepathy went insane. God forbid that happens again. But we're like, no, there's definitely arguing in the background when we can't hear it, and they do eat it so that it tries not to overwhelm the princess and it becomes Akira. But I did have like a thought last night, like, oh, like go watch Akira because we're about to have another Akira moment. Like fantastic, so fun. So fun, guys. Like, you know who I am. You've at least known who I am for 2 years, and I should be sitting in my castle, but like, I have to like go on a conglomerate of energy Easter egg search because you're that stupid. Even if there's nothing there in your entire fridge, and like, you can't get it through your head that like fighting back does nothing for peace and love and congruence on planet Earth, and like you just have to like put your stupid fucking thoughts together into a sentence and say like I can understand why she's upset with her husband when like they're like it's like just shut up, like you're not in my family, like you're literally not in my family, so like why do you think you can like talk to us in our like little inner circle, because you're not in my family. Like deal with your own family. I just freaking like said like, oh, there's nothing there. That must suck. Like get a life, like get a hint, get a clue. I'm hinting to you like what you should be doing right now. Like minding your own business. You're not in my family. Like you're literally not in my family. enjoy being the first synthetic robot on Earth that's actually like a human. And then you like go to take your biologics and they're like, you have no biologics left. Like, I think you're like synthetic now. Like, I think you're like completely 100% synthetic. I think you should have listened to Alyssa. Like, stopped making fun of her and her husbands. Anyway, I'm just like pissed off because like the sky turned into a before I was so rudely interrupted by stupid bitch number one. I think her name's Mallory Mayhem today. I'm sorry, I just like really can't help but like come up with like the best superhero names ever. I'm just like that talented. Sorry, but I don't know, I just made that up, but that's pretty fucking good. Anyway, so I'm like your stupid bitch breath ragged Robin. Okay. I can just like think of like an amazing name and your name's like I'm gonna name it like Twisted Wood. We're like, what's Twisted Wood's superpower? Anyway, I'm really being super distracted by myself right now because I want to talk about how fucking angry I am because the sky became a Photoshop filter for 1 second. That means we were dipped into the simulation for literally 1 second. It was like a microsecond. It's like a microdose. You know what I mean? It's like I did like a microdose of mushrooms and like it just like popped like a tiny bit of like psychedelics in the sky again. It was like a Photoshop filter. Last time it was sacred geometry, right? Like I call it like DMT land. Like it's like sacred geometry, like sort of like DMT, like machine elves, like that. And it was like that. And it was like that for because it was like moving and stuff. So to see it moving, it must have been more than 1 second. It must have been like 2 or 3 seconds. And it's like great. I just like microdose. I'm like so happy. I'm like microdosing without drugs. Because there's no drugs in the fucking room. You stupid cops that are listening over walls right now. Like, you're listening over walls. You're an occultist. Stop lying to yourself. No, I'm just kidding about this. I'm just kidding. I know the cops are like amazing and I fully support the cops. And I think they're doing an amazing, great job. It's just that they're listening over walls and they're not acknowledging it. And I heard them yelling at somebody that they were like arresting the other day and they were like, we have to listen to Alyssa or she's going to make us go crazy. Or they said something like that. So I think that means you're in on it. And I don't know, I was just thinking about like the mean cops the other day and it's like how many like it's like I all I try to do is like help people. All I fucking try to do is help people and I know that there's like good cops and all the cops that I've ever met have really been like pretty nice to me and stuff. That's why I'm like spending time like talking about it a little bit because I've always dealt with like really nice cops and stupid cops just kind of came out of my mouth, but like in Burlington, where I grew up, like a lot of people become cops like out of high school and stuff. So I probably do know some cops that I grew up with here, and they're probably really nice people. And every cop that I ever met, like in LA and anywhere, they just always have been really nice people. The cops that I talked to in New York that one night, I was like looking for like a vape shop or something, and they were like a little rude to me. Like they were like it was like 5 in the morning or something, and they're like, "You're interrupting our Goss Fest. Like, what is your problem?" And I was like, "That's kind of rude and weird for like New York cops, you know." But for the most part, they're pretty nice people, just like everybody else is, you know. I think the point is that I'm getting distracted. Why am I getting distracted? Okay, sorry. The point is that it was like a microdose of Photoshop filter in the sky, right? It was like literally and I'm like, yeah, that's great. That's amazing. Oh my God, the sky isn't real. Like last year I saw a freaking Star Wars in the sky, and then I saw a freaking sacred geometry. Now I'm seeing a Photoshop filter. It's like that's great, but is the Photoshop filter sky going to help me pack up my car? Is it going to drive me across country? Is it going to get me a place to stay? Is it going to help me find my friends? Is it going to help me start the new world order? Like I get so angry at it because it's like that's basically what happened last year is like the space codes took over or whatever, and like that was great, but like they're like it's fake. Like what do you care? Like what can go wrong? Like everything's fake. And I'm like still sitting here like a year later, like a year in, and I'm still sitting here. Like okay, everything's fake, but like why everything's fake, so then why can't Chris Evans come get me? Everything's fake, so then why can't the cops admit that they're in on it? Everything's fake, so why can't Trump send me a pink Bentley? Everything's fake, Alyssa. And it's like this, like the space codes show up, and it's like, oh, it's all fake. The sky is fake, Alyssa. So why the fuck can't I have what I want? If everything's fake and I'm the princess of the goddamn video game, why the fuck can't I have what I fucking want then? The space codes make no sense anymore, is what I'm saying. Okay, great. The sky is fake. The sky is fake. The sky is full of illegal, illicit drugs that you can't give out, free will and willy-nilly, whatever, but like, you can have space codes and you can see it, but I can't have a physical person named Chris Evans come over and take care of me. So how is that going to solve my problems if it pops right now? If we go put into the simulation, and like my guides are here basically physical and body, like in a space body and like a magical body. I mean, what do you care? It's all fake. What do you mean? Okay, fine, it's all fake. Why can't I have Chris Evans? It doesn't make any sense. What do you care? It's all fake. Then why can't I have what I want? It doesn't make sense. What do you care? It's all fake. Okay, it's all fake. So why can't I have what I want? If it was all real, would I be able to have what I want? None of it makes sense, is what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. And even if it popped today, popped like an hour ago, 2 hours ago, where it was like a Photoshop filter in the whole entire sky of like stained glass. The whole fucking sky was like stained glass. How's that going to help me pack my car? How is that going to help me take care of me? How is that going to help me feel comfortable? Why the fuck can't Chris Evans come over and pick me up? Who cares if it's fake or real? Who cares if Chris Evans is fake or real, or this world is fake or real? Who cares? It's the sky is acknowledging that it's my video game and that I'm the princess. And so why aren't you answering? Why isn't the sky answering me directly and being like, like why is it saying like, who cares? It's not real anyway. I care because it's my fucking life and it's my fucking video game, and my life has been shit since the whole video game popped in 2017. My whole life's been fucking shit, and people have been fucking weird and crazy and horrible. And the only answer my video game says is, who cares? It's not real. I care. It's my video game. So I get really fucking angry. A Photoshop filter is not going to help me pack my car. A Photoshop filter is not going to pay for my hotel. A Photoshop filter in the sky isn't going to pay for my hotel. It's not going to drive my car to fucking Sedona. It's not going to find my friends for me. When the sky popped last year, and like I asked Chris Evans to come over, the sky popped, and basically my guides in the sky were like, "Who cares? It's on strings, and it's coded. So what does it matter anyway?" And I still was like, Chris, can you come and pick me up? Like, Chris, can you please come and pick me up? Chris never came and picked me up. My dad came and picked me up, and I was like, well, I called for Chris, but my dad came, and I don't know why, and my guide's answer was, who cares? It's not real. It's coded on strings. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll just go with it. And I did. And here I am still, and the sky is still popping. And I'm like, I don't want to do that again. Isn't it my video game? Why do I have to do it again? Why do I have to do a freaking travel, a road trip that I don't want to do? Why do I have to be a princess by my fucking self in the fucking car driving across country when I don't want to do it anymore? I don't want to fucking do it. I do not want to fucking do it. I didn't want to do it last year either. The sky popped. Okay, fine. It's not real and everything's coated in all strings, but I don't want to do it. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this. It got a lot worse because I didn't want to do it. The whole game got a lot worse. This is against my will, you know? It's all against my fucking will. I wanted Chris Evans to come pick me up last year. My dad said they hear me. Brandon Lee, my dad, my real dad, not Planet Earth dad, my real dad, Brandon Lee said they hear you. I said, okay, fine. Chris Evans coming. Where the fuck is Chris Evans? Why isn't he coming then? Why isn't he coming then? And then the guide's answers, who cares? It's not real and it's on strings and it's coded. That's not a good answer for me anymore. That's what you said last year. I did a whole year of things that I don't want to do. I sat here doing nothing. You're not answering my question. You're not giving me answers. You're giving me cognitive dissonance as answers. You're not giving me like, okay, fine, it's not real, so why can't I have Chris Evans? What's the reason I can't have Chris Evans? What's the reason why I can't have someone come over my house and drive or take care of me? If that doesn't make any sense anymore. It's not a good answer. I think that's why the sky keeps popping, because it's like, well, we can't say the same thing to her anymore because she's going to yell at us and she's going to probably, you know, go buck wild or whatever. If we start popping through her wall and talking to her about it. Because it doesn't answer my question anymore. Like, just go with it. It doesn't answer my question. It's my fucking game. I should be able to have what I want. I should have been able to have what I want last year. Why don't you ask your mom what's going on, please, for me? What are you saying? What are you saying? I can't hear you. I can't hear you.